When it comes to Israel, I don't understand at all what Biden and Harris did. The idea that they would go and pull back something that they had promised is...
You're talking about the big dumb bombs.
Yes, it's tone deaf, because here, when Israel's fighting America's enemies, these same enemies that say death to America, the same ones that are on college campuses funding these protests, why are we going to allow that to happen? And so you have to look at what Biden and Harris's record is before you look at what you're going to ask Trump and Vance to do, because first you've got to look at the differences. There's a major difference there. And to me, keeping America safe is our number one priority. And right now, it's not about Republican or Democrat. It's about, is America ready to be a friend to those who have been friends to us? And do we have the moral clarity to see who our enemies are and make sure we do everything we can to prevent war in the process?
So how do you respond to those who say, look, Netanyahu's not even popular in Israel? I mean, I think it's like 70% disapproval of the Israeli public against Netanyahu. We have hostage families criticizing Prime Minister Netanyahu for not doing enough. And there are people who love Israel dearly who are very concerned about how Netanyahu is, how he's prosecuting this war against Hamas in terms of all the innocent people who have been killed, and also what he's allowing to happen on the West Bank. Surely people can be critical of Netanyahu and still love Israel.
Well, I will be the first one to say Americans should not weigh in on who is the head of Israel. We just need to support Israel regardless of who the head is. But I will tell you what I saw when I went to Israel. On the morning of October 7th, when those people in the kibbutz looked out at those fields at 6:40 in the morning, 3,000 members of Hamas came in, took over their neighborhoods, took over the concert site, butchered people, robbed from them, burned people alive, and took people hostages. You know who joined them? Thousands of Palestinian citizens. That's what no one's talking about. They looted, they murdered, and they helped. And in many cases, and I talked to hostage survivors, they took them back and sold them to Hamas. So why would Netanyahu or anyone in Israel trust Hamas or the Palestinians? And Hamas has said, we're going to do it again. So look at it from the perspective of an Israeli. They don't want October 7th to happen again. They want the hostages to come home. By the way, 8 American hostages there. 5 that we know are alive, but all 8 need to come home. Why are we not obsessed with those hostages right now? Why are we not obsessed with making sure it doesn't happen? But we should not be arguing with Israel when they are so worried about trusting Palestinians or making sure that Hamas never rules Gaza again. Those are fair things. If that had happened to America, we would be twice as angry. Everybody ran to Israel's defense on October 7th. But now that Israel's fighting back, you're going to condemn them? It's nothing different than America would do if we were in the same place. And I think in order to be a friend, we have to assume, what if that was us?